Hi guys, Graham G Train McCormack here. I recommend that you subscribe to Sporting Icons for all your latest boxing news and views. See you later.
So 3 fights have now been announced for August 18th at Windsor Park. Of course, that will be in Belfast. And of course, we have Carl Frampton, and he'll be going up against former Olympian Luke Jackson from Australia. We have Paddy Barnes, and he'll be going for the WBC version of the World Flyweight Championship against Christopher Rosales. And of course, the return of the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, his second pro fight as a return, of course, not in total. So, interesting one, as I said, August the 18th at Windsor Park, and the tickets are now available on ticketmaster.ie if you're interested in going, of course. Now, with Christopher Rosales, of course, he's taking on Paddy Barnes, and this will be for the WBC title, which Rosales, he won that in his last fight against Diego Higa, which was a vacant title, and he won that one by technical knockout in round number 9. And so this will be his first defence of his WBC title. Rosales is 27 wins, 18 by knockout, with 3 defeats. With Paddy Barnes, he's only 5 in. So you could probably argue that maybe this is a little bit early for him, but you know what? He's 31 years old, so why not go for it? You know, he's been given the opportunity, he stepped up to it, so why not? And out of Paddy Barnes' 5 wins, he's only stopped 1, of course. Now, of course, he's also a former gold medalist himself, so it'd be an interesting fight, no doubt. And you know, Paddy Barnes, the leprechaun as he calls himself, is on home soil in Belfast as well. With Carl Frampton, of course, he's gone up against Luke Jackson. Now, Luke Jackson is, again, former Olympian in himself, and he's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a real stiff test for Carl Frampton or not, because Luke Jackson, he is 16-0, so he's relatively new into the game, but he's 33 years old from Australia. And as of late, when Australians come to the British soil, such as Chris George, you know, he's lost to Josh Kelly this past weekend. And then before then, we had Lucas Brown. He lost to Dillian White. And of course, another Australian lost overseas in America in Jeff Horn to Terence Crawford. So is this guy going to turn things around in favour of Australia? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Now, with Luke Jackson, 16-0. So undefeated, but only 7 of those by knockout. And he's only ranked number 2 in Australia, so he's not the best from Australia. So it's a bit of a strange option for Carl Frampton, I have to be honest. I think Carl Frampton, he should be, on paper at least, worlds above Luke Jackson. You know, he beat Donaire in his last fight. He's got a win over Leo Santa Cruz as well, and Scott Quigg and all these kind of things. He has taken a loss to Santa Cruz in the rematch, but it's not the ideal opponent for Carl Frampton. I mean, you know, that's just my opinion, but either way, it'd be an interesting one, because there has been some people saying that Carl Frampton isn't as good as what he once was, but maybe this is the kind of fight to give him that more confidence. I mean, although to be fair, against Nonito Donaire, he dominated that fight, so I don't really see what it is that he needs to improve on too much. But either way, we'll have to wait and see. And Luke Jackson is, of course, his opponent. This will be the main event. Now, Tyson Fury, of course, he'll be the co-main event, you would imagine, unless Paddy Barnes is, I don't know. But I would imagine Tyson Fury will be, and with an opponent yet to be announced. For me, I hope it's going to be somebody like Alexander Ustinov. He wanted somebody tall, he wanted somebody ugly, and Ustinov fits that bill. He's getting on a bit now as well, Ustinov. He does have 2 losses on his resume. Is it 2, I believe? I'm going off the top of my head. One was against Manuel Char in his last fight, and before then he lost to Kubrat Pulev as well. He may have lost another, I'm not too sure, to be honest. But anyway, that's just my pick for him. I hope it's going to be somebody like Ustinov. He wanted somebody big, which he is. Somebody who's not so dangerous. I don't believe Ustinov is that dangerous. He can bang a bit. But this is the fight that Tyson Fury and Ustinov were supposed to have a little while ago. Then Tyson Fury's uncle died, so of course they pulled the plug on that fight literally after the weigh-in as well. So anyway, we have to wait and see who it's going to be. Hopefully it's not going to be another cruiserweight. I know Tony Bellew has been calling out Tyson Fury, but it's unlikely that Tyson Fury and Tony Bellew will fight on the undercard of Carl Frampton. They would have their own headline show. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of opponent it's going to be. Eddie Hearn's pretty convinced that he's going to have 3 or 4 people that people haven't really heard of. But I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. We really will. We'll have to see how confident Tyson Fury is, how much weight he's going to lose between now and then. His last fight, he was 19 stone 10. I'd imagine he's going to come in a bit lighter as well. So obviously, let's see what happens. So there you have it. You have Luke Jackson, and he'll be taking on the hometown hero in Carl Frampton, of course, along with Paddy Barnes. He's going to be on the card, and of course Tyson Fury. So drop your thoughts below as to what you think about this card. Obviously this will be Frank Warren and shown on BT Sport. It will not be Box Nation. So drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.